Everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to overcome your anxiety and actually overcome your chronic anxiety, your chronic fatigue, your chronic pain, self-doubt. That is what you guys have been asking me for, and I'm going to capitalize on this because I believe that I actually have an astute life experience, multiple, that address this issue. It's become clear to me that the heartstone of what I can offer people is how to believe in yourself and how to overcome anxiety, how to remain in the present. So we're going to be talking about that in this video today. I know you guys liked my rants. I got some good feedback on that, but I'm going to make these videos a bit more structured just so that I can really streamline value for you guys and stop complaining about my own life on here. Not that that was a lot, but the rants are the rants. We'll keep those separate for now. Today I'm going to try to keep this more structured and get to the root cause. So we'll get into this. Ultimately, what creates belief? How do you believe in yourself? Because a lot of self-development online is about how to improve yourself. Improvement, the need to be better, is coming from a place of lack. It's coming from a place of need. A lot of self-development guys that I've worked with come to the conclusion that all of self-development was actually realizing that I was perfect the way that I was. That I was completely whole and complete and lovable and worthy and honorable and effective the way that I was if I just became clear on what I wanted to do and recognized the fact that I am a really powerful individual. I don't need to fall into these trenches of self-improvement. I think that it's a plague that no one's talking about right now, which is the constant grasping for information online, books and podcasts and ebooks and webinars and how to be better, how to be better, how to be better. I want to be better. I want to be better. That's great. It's virtuous to want to be better than you are now. But if it's coming from a place that's unstable, then you are going to become this amazing thing without any belief in yourself still. And that's what happens when a person sells their business and gets an exit for $30 million and realizes that their life still sucks and they still don't like themselves. It's like, how can you love yourself, believe in yourself, trust yourself, walk with God, and then go sell your business for $60 million? That's what I fucking coach. So ultimately, belief is gonna not come from a podcast or a book. You may get tools, but belief starts at the fucking bottom. Let's make that very clear. And I talked about this in my last video, but belief starts at the bottom. And that could be, let's say on a scale, -10. It could be -5. I talk about from 0 to 1, but you could be in the negative. You could have lived a life with so many experiences that have continually proven to yourself that you're unworthy, that you don't trust yourself, that you don't believe in yourself, that why would you? You can't make good on the promises you make to yourself or others, so why would you believe in yourself? That's the hole you got to climb out of. That's the root cause right there. And I will show you how to do that. But it first starts with the recognition of where you're at. So if you were to say, if 1 is I fully believe in myself with every cell of my body, and 0 is I fully do not believe in myself at all. Where are you on the scale? Now, if you have been, I've talked about this, but if you've gone from 0 to 1 and then you go back down to 0.3, you still believe in yourself a lot. Like, you fully believe in yourself. You've just started to show yourself that you're not in alignment. Belief will come when you are aligned. So alignment is one step away at any given moment. Belief, though, is a brick by brick process. So maybe let's simplify this. You're either at 0 or you're anything above 0 is you believe in yourself to varying degrees, but you believe in yourself. We want to maximize and get to 1. That's the valley of death. 0 to 1 is the valley of death. You want to get to 1 fully believing in yourself, because then you're fucking unstoppable. 0 is where a lot of people are. And it's really simple, but it can be made to be quick and frictionless if you figure out, why do you want to believe in yourself? Like, are you just fine being who you are now, on the track you're on? Where are you going in life right now? What's the path? If you know that ultimately this path is not your highest version, if you are living in the shadow of your potential, and I think if you're watching this video, it's because you want to learn how to believe in yourself. So it's really quite simple. You need to create a North Star in your life, an explicit purpose statement, an explicit destination you want to get to. And I'm not talking about a certain make and model of a Lamborghini and a car and a girl and a house and a this and a that. Like, I'm saying, who do you want to be? How do you want to feel in your body? What do you want to be known for? Who do you want to affect? What is the desired outcome? This is all laid out in my school course, but writing out a purpose statement is step 1, because belief starts at the bottom, and you cultivate belief through discipline. But discipline is made a lot easier when it's devotion. Devotion is you acting for a purpose bigger than yourself, which is why you need a purpose statement. If you're trying to believe in yourself just to feel good, if you're trying to believe in yourself just for egoic, selfish reasons, it's going to be really hard, frankly, because this is a game of inside out. And if you're trying to go outside in, that's how you sell a company for a bunch of money, but end up like wanting to, divorce your wife and run away and hide under the sand, because you are doing an external validation game versus an internal validation game. The internal validation game has to start with a devotion to something greater than yourself, a purpose statement, a Polaris. When you do that, suddenly discipline becomes devotion. Discipline becomes frictionless. Non-negotiables every single day. You want to believe in yourself? Here's the fucking cheat code. Movement and meditation every single day. Done. From that foundation, from those daily disciplines, you will then be able to jump from there into greater levels of self-transcendence and belief and trust and faith and connection to God and yourself and your loved ones. From that foundation alone, you have to start today. If you're at 0, tomorrow you do movement and meditation, suddenly you're not at 0 anymore, you're at 0.00000000001. And then the next day you're at 0.000000002. And you just build all the way up. And what happens is it doesn't have to be this one by one thing, because it's not a linear curve. I've never heard anyone talk about this. This is something I came up with literally yesterday on a rant, but it makes so much sense. It's that in the beginning, it's slow going, but it is an exponential curve where it's like, okay, you get to the point where I'm on day 1082. Day 1082 of meditation and movement every single day. If I fuck up for one day, if I fuck up for a week, it's like, well, I still did that. That's in the bank. That is my self-belief scorecard that I built every day. So you just get this momentum. You build this house brick by brick of belief. And we're talking about anxiety, right? Why do you think that you run to your phone so often? Why do you think you engage in negative habits and vices? Because you don't like the feeling of being in your body. Because it's anxious. Because you are not in alignment. And you are not fully believing of yourself. And you are caught up in your story. And you are energetically projecting yourself into the future. You're anxious, patiently wanting, comparing. You want to be in Monaco at F1. You want to be a millionaire. You want to be one of those 16-year-old kids. You're comparing yourself to a 16-year-old kid making $200,000 a month. Projection, comparison, thief of joy. That's what's happening there. And then you're wrapped up in your story, which is full of events that make you not believe in yourself. You are not your story, A. B, the future is a fucking illusion. It does not exist. So is the past. It is no longer real. The only thing that's real is right here, right fucking now. And being present may sound woo-woo. It may sound something that you just scoff at because you think it's an unattainable goal, but it is absolutely possible for you to be in a body and mind that is present, that is not bombarded with thoughts all day long, that are habitual and repetitive and negative and automatic and ultimately useless. It does not have to be that way. You can live in a brain and a body that is free of tension, that is not at tension. It is possible. I didn't think it was possible. And I'm here to report that if you build a scorecard, if you build a foundation, it's going to take time and patience and compassion. But if you do that, you can then launch yourself into different arenas that will accelerate you from 0.0002 to 1 in a day or a week. For me, this looked like doing about 8 months of movement and meditation every single morning, 3 sets of failure of push-ups or air squats or pull-ups or a movement, 3 sets to failure, followed by 30 minutes of meditation for months, and consistently improving myself, my mind, body, and soul in every way I could every single day. But those daily disciplines are the bedrock. Got myself to a point where I was about to self-destruct. So much going on in my life. And then I went into the woods 3 days, no food, in the woods alone, journaling only, boredom, allowing intuition to reveal itself through boredom, followed by psilocybin, breaking it with psilocybin, breath work, breathing as hard and as fast as I could for as long as I could. None of this is medical advice. Don't do this, or don't do breath work if you are in a place where losing consciousness is potentially dangerous, and just, it's not fucking medical advice. Don't do what I did unless you want supervision and to be a fucking client or something. But I've almost died multiple times from breath work. None of these other breath work gurus are going to tell you about it, but a lot of people fucking die or hurt themselves or injure themselves for life doing breath work incorrectly and reintegrating things and trauma that they don't want to be doing because they had some breath work facilitator that didn't know what the fuck he was doing, because he's never been to the edge. I've been past the edge and back 3 times, and I will teach you if you want, but ultimately don't do it on your own. But that type of stuff, or for some people it's psychedelic, like crazy psychedelic stuff, that's not really my vibe. Psilocybin's about as far as I go. I didn't even take very much. Exercise, whatever. These things, like, you can do 3 months of daily disciplines and then run a marathon off the couch, and suddenly you're at 0.5. Oh shit, I just ran a fucking marathon. I'm at 0.5 all of a sudden. And then you can go have a really hard conversation with your girlfriend and you're at 0.7 because you respected yourself. No nice guy bullshit. You spoke your truth. You acted through fear with courage. That's how you believe in yourself. That's how you get rid of anxiety, is transmuting yourself, phoenix rising from the ashes of these straps that keep you pinned to the ground, into this new identity. All change happens from the identity level out, period, full stop. So right now, if your identity is keeping you chained to the fucking ground because you're wrapped up in your story of all the things you fucked up on in your life, and you're wrapped up in why you're not good enough and why you need to do more because you keep projecting yourself into the future and online and seeing that you're not where you ultimately like want to be, and you're thrown out of alignment and gratitude and frequency, then you cannot ascend to a new identity. Your identity is keeping you trapped. And all change happens from the identity level. And what changes your identity? Your habits. That's it. It's fucking the thesis of Atomic Habits. That's all that it is. You don't have to read the book. Start doing 1 to 2 daily non-negotiables every single day, and do it for long enough until your fucking identity is changed. If you do 100 burpees every single morning for long enough, suddenly you're going to identify with someone that is fit, that is an athlete, that is someone who exercises and takes care of himself. Don't wait for the muscles. It will happen before the muscles. It's the mental muscles every day doing the same thing over and over, doing the non-negotiables and doing it from a place of devotion, doing it from a place of fuel source that is nuclear, not coal. Nuclear coming from a place of like higher purpose and God and belief and trust and love, versus David Goggins, can't hurt me, dad, coal, burning fear, burning scarcity, burning this sense of inadequacy, burning this sense that you're not good enough and you have to go run 250 miles in order to feel good about yourself. No. Nope. You're not fucking David Goggins. You want to feel good in yourself, and you want to do amazing things, and you want to make a bunch of money, and you want to take care of your loved ones. You want to have a positive impact on the world. You want to connect deepen your connection with yourself and God and your loved ones and your community and the environment. Then you have to switch from coal to nuclear. Stop looking at self-development, improvement advice from gurus online. Like me. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't need more information. You don't need more information. This is a game of inside out. Stop giving your power away to a fucking podcast or a pill or a doctor or a supplement or a protocol or a process or a book. No. It's about action and attraction, and that's it. Action and attraction will eliminate your anxiety. It will eliminate your self-doubt. It will have you become comfortable with uncertainty and have you become comfortable with your edge. And your edge should be fucking painful anyways. But you'll be able to accept that pain because you are living the pain of your edge versus the pain of safety and comfort and fucking mediocrity, which at the end of the day is going to be way more painful. So many people's biggest regret in life on their deathbeds are that they wish they allowed themselves to be happier. Because flash in the fucking pan and you're dead. You must liberate yourself from the fear of death in order to truly live here. No more fear mindset, no more victim mindset. It's really helpful for you to just start going within yourself every single day during meditation, getting really still, releasing all of these thoughts, just letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, releasing, relaxing out of tension, over and over and over and over and over. For me, it's been like 2 years every single day doing that. Doing the 6 hours every single day. Recognize, release, relax, re-smile, return. Recognize, release, recognize the thought, release the thought, relax out of the thought and the tension, re-smile, return to your truth, your based core truth, your ethos, your mantra, your purpose statement, your nuclear power. Your natural state in the body is of joy and bliss and love. That's the natural state. Naval's like the in-between thoughts is happiness. Yeah. Yep. I would agree. That's all that you, and the thing is, like, you can create it so that there's really long spaces in between the thoughts that give you this nuclear power. The amount of energy you are able to receive when you are open like that versus anxious, because what happens when you become anxious is your options become limited. You become stressed. You like put the blinders on. You're like fuck, and then you start resisting whatever feeling is going on within your body, and what you resist persists, and then you're all fucked up and you can't get out of it. So my recommendation to you is to start doing daily non-negotiables, daily disciplines. That's the answer. That's all that it is. I don't need to eat. I could have made this video 2 fucking minutes, but that's all that it is. It's do you keep the promises you make to yourself? Yes or no? Done. That's it. Belief and trust and love in yourself. All of it can be compounded upon, but if you're not making the promises you make to yourself, no amount of psychedelics, no amount of breath work, you could go and be a hermit in the woods for 6 months, but if you keep breaking your promises to yourself out in the woods, you're not going to suddenly feel different about yourself. You could sell a business for $30 million fucking dollars, but deep down, you know, behind closed doors, you're a piece of shit. And until you weed out those weeds, and until you start showing yourself that you make the promises, you keep the promises that you make to yourself, that you hold yourself to a standard that is extremely high. If you don't, then don't even try. Click out of the video and unfollow me. So, if you do want to multiply health and performance and mission, then stick around, because I'm going to keep posting this shit. That's what this is all about. I am pushing the fucking boundaries in real time. I had a guy come to me, he wants to do studies on me at San Diego, UC San Diego, because of how I applied my conscious intention and attention to my injury through breath work, through the power of the mind, through energy, manipulation, cultivation, concentration, circulation, all of this stuff. DMT, endogenous DMT. I'm pushing the fucking boundaries as what it means to be not a mind, not a body, not a spirit, but a unified vessel of raw willpower, conscious willpower, unified vessel. That direction. Combine that with then your passion, your heroic mission. Money's not a fucking issue. I have so many people DM me, how do I communicate my offer? How do I make money? Go within yourself and figure out who the fuck you are. A lot of what I do is introduce clients to who they are. Introduce yourself to yourself. All of this self-development stuff ultimately comes down to a place of self-discovery first. That's the first step. You have to excavate who you are. Root cause. What is it? What part of your story are you hung up on? What are you projecting into the future? Who are you comparing yourself to? Why do you not feel good? Why do you not feel good in your body? What is the tension? Your triggers are your teachers. What are those triggers? Self-discovery, because then you can get all the trash on the table. You can get all the fucking piece of shit things you've done in your life, and you can look at them in the eye and be like, I accept them. I accept this. I accept myself. And because you accept the shittiest parts of yourself, the deepest, darkest kernels of shit, you can then love yourself. And until you love yourself, it's going to be very hard to get to 1, from 0 to 1. From 0 to 1 will require you to achieve total brain-heart coherence, total unconditional love for yourself. You are the leader of your soul and your inner child. And your inner child is then able to play and relax and be happy, but you get to take control and not be a helicopter parent beating up the kid and then running into like weed or porn or whatever for escapism because you guys are not in harmony. Congruence across these things from 0 to 1 is what you want. And when you get to 1, you are unstoppable and money is fake. Money is a byproduct. None of that fucking matters. I couldn't care less. The only reason I care is because more equals more impact. Steve Irwin type shit. I love money. I love money for conservation. I love money for lifting people out of poverty. I love money for changing and transforming the energy industry. I love money for giving me the leverage to spread my message, period. If you're doing these, if you're trying to believe in yourself so that you can get a cool car, you're going in the wrong vein. I don't think that's what's happening with a lot of you. A lot of people that DM me they want devotion. They want mission. They want something bigger than themselves. They don't know what though. And I think that there's going to be a lot of people that end up making a bunch of bullshit money online that have a coming to Jesus moment where they're like, fuck, I have 6 faceless Instagram pages making me a bunch of money each month, but I feel like a piece of shit and I don't believe in myself and I don't love myself. And that's self-destruction 101 right now. Don't waste your time thinking that the cheap way to get money is going to give you the things you want. It's not. Better to take the hard route and be patient, let the money mature with you. Because this all comes down to you and your internal state. So excavation stage is first. Then you build the foundation brick by brick, daily non-negotiables, daily disciplines. And then from there, the plane takes off the fucking runway and you are unstoppable. And that's when you bend reality to your will in whatever form you want. And have a body that is blissed out doing that. And a mind that cannot be fucked with. You are not hyper-reactive to anything on a central nervous system basis, mental basis, physical basis, injury, sickness, brain fog, fatigue, anxiety, self-doubt, whatever it is, you're able to relax out of all of it and not live in a body full of tension. You don't have any tension. You are the bowl that can vibrate all of the energy through it. You're not energetically stuck. And when you do that, suddenly you are open to downloads, epiphanies, guidance. You're able to hear your intuition and the whispers of your heart and remain in alignment, because alignment is just one step away at any given moment. It's just a matter of having the connection to yourself that is so deep that will keep you moving in a way that even if you're moving in the wrong direction, you still believe in yourself. It's almost that you can just adopt this mindset of I can do no wrong. I have the adopt a mindset ethos. How can you adopt a mindset and become a unified vessel of that ethos? That's what I'm teaching. That's what I'm trying to teach. This has been this has been super schizo. But I just fucking 50 cal'd this video. If you made it this far, fucking unreal. Honestly, if you made it this far, DM me. I'm gonna I will give you a free coaching call or whatever you want if you made it this far. I will I don't know, man. I'll fly you private somewhere one day if you made it this far. So, Nick, out.